First take on the index, the Sensex is up 100 points. The Nifty is up 35 points. So looking good. The Nifty holding on to 23,600 now. And, the market breadth as well in favor of the advances. 1,400 stocks on the advancing side. The IT index is the one actually that's playing catch up now. 1.5% higher on the Nifty IT index, led by TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, Wipro. All these stocks trending in the green. You can see on your screen, a lot of the IT stocks are now, on the top, followed by names like Maruti, Cipla, Bharti, NTPC, SBI Life, etc. What's not doing well is the banking names. I mean, not doing well, just flat with a bit of a negative bias. So names like SBI trending a tad bit in the red. A couple of these auto names like Hero MotoCorp, Tata Motors also a tad bit in the red right now. Nothing alarming there. Dr. Reddy's, Kotak, Reliance, ONGC are also a little bit in the red at the moment. But otherwise, it's not a bad opening. It's a decent opening, you'd have to say. The Nifty holding on to gains of around 50-odd points. And it's the IT index led by Accenture perhaps, and the commentary. Morgan Stanley put out a positive note on Accenture as well. They say that some of these segments like strategy and consulting are returning to growth, and there's a pickup in smaller deals. So perhaps the street likes that. And a lot of these IT stocks. I mean, it's interesting, right? Between banks and IT, something always performs, making sure that the market stays at these record highs.
Absolutely. I mean, today it's a little quiet for banks, but IT is really picking up that slack. Big moves. LTI, Mindtree, Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, TCS, Infosys, Wipro. It is just a long list of movers. Let's look at some stocks on the mid-cap screen. The mid-cap index right now is outperforming the large caps. That's something we take. Some of the PSUs are coming back after taking a two-day break. RailTel, for instance, 2.5% higher. NBCC. These are early movers coming in. Lemon Tree is showing some price and volume traction. There's Granules on the upside. Not too much moving right now. Some of the, by the way, the fertilizer stocks, some of them are still excited. CE Infosystems, it was a pick by Goldman yesterday, and it rallied, I think, 20% the stock yesterday. And now it's putting on another 7.5%. So big move coming in over there. What else? Time Techno, we just discussed the stock. It is up about 10% straight away. Some buying on Shakti Pumps continuing from yesterday. So some interesting names. But I have to say that, it's not exactly bursting off the charts. It's select in the mid-cap space, and the Nifty trying to build on the gains now.
Not too bad, actually, because, it appears like that of a relay race where one sector tires out or maybe runs its course and thereafter passes the baton to the other one. And that's exactly what's happening between bank and the IT space, keeping the Nifty afloat around 23,630. Remember, this is also the zone where the Nifty has seen a bit of supply for the last couple of trading sessions. So whether it sustains here or not is something that we'll have to keep an eye out on. The broader market's doing extremely well. We have nearly 4 stocks advancing for every stock which is declining. So on the NSE, 1,600 stocks in the green, 400 stocks in the red. Among the stocks in the green are the mid-cap IT stocks, and they're surging. Look at something like a Happiest Mind, which is up around 6%. First Source is up as well. Hormas did tell us about that. We're seeing traction in Persistent and Coforge, along with L&T Tech and Infosys too. The ones which are not doing particularly well, we have seen some profit taking in Chambal Fertilizers. Opened higher, and from there itself, it's corrected about 6% from the highs. Now it's exited F&O ban, and maybe the street is looking at booking some profits ahead of the GST meet event tomorrow in names which have run up. So RCF, for instance, is off highs of 5% from the highs, and we're seeing the same fate for something like a Fact as well, which is off about 5-6% from the highs after rallying about 30-40% in this week so far. Among the broader market stocks which are doing well, we have IIFL Securities, right off the blocks, up around 9%. So that stock's continuing to surge. And we're also seeing some traction in the real estate pack, which continues. So Purvankara, for instance, we have India Bulls Real Estate, second day running, seeing some traction. And in the snacking space in particular, we have Bikaji, which is higher. Edelweiss, Nuvama has initiated coverage with a target price of almost 885 rupees on that counter. And looking at Bikaji, we have another snacking stock, which is Gopal Snacks, which is gaining traction as well. So both Bhujia and Gathia are doing well this Friday morning, if you were.
Getting very hungry, getting really hungry now, talking about Bhujia, Gathia and all of that. Haven't even had breakfast here, but yeah, big moves coming in on so many of these names. By the way, big moves in IT. Just look at that. I think it's really the star of the show right now. TCS, I think, is up almost 2.5%. HCL Tech is up 2%. And, we've been ad nauseum harping on the fact that IT has underperformed so much. At some point in time, it's going to come back into action. And lo and behold, Tech Mahindra is up 3% right now. So big moves coming into the IT names, especially perhaps after what Accenture said. There was no bad news this time around. There was no major negative commentary. If anything, the commentary has improved from Accenture's front. And I think just clinging on to those, straws are the IT companies and big moves. Of course, it's also a valuation game, right? There's perhaps a valuation catch-up as well that some of these underperformers are doing at the moment.
Absolutely. So technology indeed is the spot. You picked anything else, Pankaj?
Just a word on Aster DM. The 9% equity which was supposed to change hands has happened. The block deal has happened. The stock actually opened much lower. The deal was done at a discount of about 4%, but the selling is done, has made the stock recover a fair bit from the lows and now was virtually into the green, just about flattening out. So Vivek had told us that, once the supply gets absorbed, maybe we can see a bit of an up move, especially given the valuation discount that it trades to as compared to all the other hospital stocks.
Absolutely. So that's Aster DM, another big deal done out of the way. By the way, HPCL and BPCL, they are ex-bonus today. So watch out for both of those stocks as well, which is why the price could look a little different. That's corporate action that's playing out on both HP and BP, which is why you're seeing that big downtick on the price.